Hi there folks, thanks for joining me today on That's My Farm. I'm Dr. Dan Thompson, and today we're going to be visiting Tuttle Farms, which is located outside of Basehor, Kansas. And on Tuttle Farms, we're going to talk with the owners and operators, Steve and Diana Tuttle. We're going to talk to them about their row crop operation, about the hay crops. We'll talk about their diversified cow-calf operation. Thanks for joining us this morning, and stay tuned.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Wildcat Feeds, specializing in custom blended nutrition.
Hi there and welcome back to That's My Farm and our tour of Tuttle Farms, which is located just on the edge of suburban Basehor, Kansas. And we're going to talk to Steve and Diana Tuttle about how their operation is an example of an urban farming operation.
Welcome everybody to Tuttle Farms. My name is Stephen Tuttle. This is my wife Diana Tuttle. We live in Basehor, Kansas, which is located in Leavenworth County, Kansas, here in eastern Kansas. We are a first generation farm. Started our farm back in 1978 when I graduated from high school. I took my college money that I had saved up to go to K-State and ended up buying a tractor and some equipment and started farming, renting some land, and thought to myself, well, maybe I'll just farm for a couple years and go to K-State later. Well, here 30 some odd years later, it never happened. But we still enjoy the farm life. It's just a great life. I was working part-time from 1978 to about 1977, part-time farming, and I worked full-time for Farmland Industries. I quit in 1997 Diana and I wanted at that time to expand our operation, and we purchased 6 cows that year, and we started our cattle operation from that. And we've expanded our cropping operation. We farm in Leavenworth and Wyandotte County, Kansas. We're just about 20 miles west of downtown Kansas City, so we're in this urban area here that's seen a lot of development, a lot of changes over the years, and we've kind of adjusted our operation to meet them needs. Our majority of our cropping operation, we grow corn, soybeans, hard red winter wheat, and we have hay. We raise the hay, of course, for our cattle, and then also we, since we're in this urban market here close to Kansas City, we can raise premium quality brome hay for the niche market for horses, people that have pleasure horses here in the local area that just may have a few horses. So we sell a lot of hay to that market there throughout the year. We also have a diversified cow-calf operation. We about 80% of our cows are spring calvers, and we are starting a little bit on a fall calving program. We basically sell the majority of the calves as wean calves in the fall, but we are starting another niche market with selling beef to people in the Kansas City area that want to buy farm-raised, grain-fed beef, and where they know the most important thing that most people want to see is would like to get know where the source of that animal, where that animal was raised and how it was raised. So we're doing that to help educate and show the people they're welcome to come out and look at the animals and see how they're doing. So that's part of our operation, kind of in a brief general overview. We've been active in a lot of organizations that promote agriculture, Farm Bureau, the Ag Hall, and other programs that we encourage, and at every chance we get, we try to educate people on agriculture and how we are learning new methods and how we are trying to get the message to the consumer on how we care for our land, our cattle, our crops, to pass that on to them.
Stay tuned to learn more about the cropping operation here at Tuttle Farms.
At Wildcat Feeds, the only feed that matters is yours. We'll help you manage your feed costs with our custom blended nutrition. For more information, visit us online at wildcatfeeds.com and call us today for our current mineral specials.
This hog is head over hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at BeyondTheElevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Tallgrass Commodities offers producers bulk commodities at a reasonable price with reliable service throughout the whole Midwest. To find out more about Tallgrass Commodities, visit tallgrass.us or call 785-494-8484. Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
The Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine is a leader in food animal research and education. Our researchers are constantly expanding the knowledge of animal health and food safety. Through the Veterinary Health Center and the Kansas State Veterinary Diagnostic Lab, we provide practical services for animal producers. Home of the Beef Cattle Institute, the college is committed to animal welfare training and research. The Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine, knowledge and service for the future of animal production.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Tallgrass Commodities, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Hi there and welcome back to That's My Farm and our tour of Tuttle Farms outside of Basehor, Kansas. In this segment, Steve is going to talk to us about his no-till farming operation, and he's also going to talk about how he customizes his haying operation to better serve his customers here with the pleasure horse operations around Basehor, Kansas.
Welcome back to Tuttle Farms. Our cropping operation consists of corn, soybeans, hard red winter wheat, and we also grow hay. We round bale and square bale hay, small square bales. We use the small square bales for our pleasure horse market, and we keep a few square bales, of course, for us, for our cattle as needed. We farm in Leavenworth and Wyandotte counties. Our farming operation consists of about a 25-mile range from the furthest to the closest we have. I'm 100% no-till. I've been no-tilling since 1984 when I bought my first no-till planter, and I still farm some of that same ground that I've been no-tilling since 1984. We traditionally have a rotation of corn, soybeans, and then we try to plant a few acres of winter wheat every year behind soybeans, and then after that wheat is harvested in the spring of that following year, we'll double crop soybeans behind that. We do that quite a bit here as we get enough moisture. We're in about 39 inches of moisture in this area per annual, so we are blessed with plenty of moisture to grow that double crop. Since I've been no-tilling, we've found that, improved crop yields. I've started no-tilling because we farm a lot of land in Wyandotte County that's in the Luss Hills. That's between 12 and 14% slopes on some of that land. So that land is very productive, but it needs to be no-tilled to control soil erosion. We no-till, follow land on a contour. We use crop rotations, and of course follow soil tests and recommendations as needed as far as growing the best crop we can grow and preserving and protecting the environment. On our hay that we grow for people that have pleasure horses, a lot of the people like to have us test the hay for nutrient quality of the hay. They require and demand a good quality hay, so this way we can test the hay for how the total digestible nutrients are, other calcium phosphorus ratios that they're looking for, and this way we can show them that how good a quality hay is, so that because they spend a lot of money on the animals, so we want to provide them with a quality feed that they can have. We been through a couple years of drought here, which is kind of unusual for this part of the state to have a couple years of drought, but we've had a pretty bad year in 2012. The 2013 year was a little bit better. 2012, our hay crop was cut in almost by 1/3. But this year it's made up for it, and we've had record-setting amounts of hay this year. And our crops in 2013 have been above average yields and really a little bit above expectation so far for what we've harvested in the 2013 year. So we're happy with that. We're tired of, like 2012, we had to haul about 60,000 gallons of water to cattle, and that gets old pretty fast. So we're just fortunate to have abundant rainfall here in 2013.
Stay tuned after the break, and we're going to learn about the diversified cow-calf operation here at Tuttle Farms.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
At Wildcat Feeds, the only feed that matters is yours. We'll help you manage your feed costs with our custom blended nutrition. For more information, visit us online at wildcatfeeds.com and call us today for our current mineral specials.
Dr. Dan here. Whether I'm driving up and down the roads covering the state of Kansas, or I'm getting between Riley and Manhattan for my job, I'm driving a Ford truck. I'd like you to come out and visit my friends here at Dick Edwards Ford. They have a truck that'll suit your needs, whether you're looking for power with a Power Stroke diesel, or if you're looking for fuel efficiency with the new EcoBoost engine, they got a truck that's just right for you. They're located 2 miles east of the Town Center Mall in Manhattan, Kansas, and they'll bend over backwards to help you. And I'll see you down the road.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
ValleyVet.com, ValleyVet.com, Valley Vet Supply.
American innovation is being driven in places you might not expect by people like Brent Hayek, an Oklahoma family farmer, who recently set a world land speed record in a Ford Super Duty pickup truck powered by renewable B20 biodiesel. Advanced performance is here, now, putting America on the fast track to more jobs and energy independence. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Wildcat Feeds, specializing in custom blended nutrition.
Hi there and welcome back to That's My Farm and our tour of Tuttle Farms outside of Basehor, Kansas. In this segment, we're going to talk to Steve Tuttle about his diversified cow-calf operation, including the health protocols and the feed programs that he employs to take care of those cows, including some low-stress cattle handling techniques.
Welcome back to Tuttle Farms. Don and I are standing here in front of one of our herd bulls that we have. Generally, we're an Angus-based program. We have approximately 80 cow-calf pairs, and we started our operation in 1997. We bought 6 Angus cows from an individual, and it all started from there. We've been slowly increasing our operation in the cattle. We approximately 80% spring calving, and we have a few fall calvers. We're trying to expand our fall calving program. Eventually I'd like to look for maybe a 50-50 split on that. We work closely with our veterinarian on our nutrition program and our animal health program. Dr. George Schreiner, he has been very helpful with us to help us any needs we've had with the cattle and any recommendations. We work with our feed company nutritionist to help us develop a program to, when we bring the calves home and wean them, to get them started on feed, and also through the summer months as fly season is here, with our mineral program for fly control. We do have some fescue pastures in this area, so we have to manage the fescue with mineral programs to keep the cattle going well on that fescue pastures. We are basically an Angus-based herd, but we are starting to crossbreed with some Maine Anjous and some Simmentals to get some better animals, better meat production out of our herd for the older mature cows, but we still AI to a lot of our animals to a low birth weight Angus bulls, especially the first calf heifers that we retain. We try to retain about 8 to 10 replacement heifers every year out of our herd, and most of them are calves that have been bred through AI. As we been working on our cattle program, and as time has gone on, we're trying to raise animals, of course, in the most humane way possible, obviously, but we're starting to get into a niche market in this Kansas City area where people want to buy their beef from a producer where they know where it came from, know how that animal was treated, know what that animal was fed. So we're working, we don't implant any of our steers that we use for feed or our heifers. We do, only time we use antibiotics is as if needed. If we do have a sick animal, and then of course if that happens, we'll treat the animal accordingly to a veterinarian's recommendations, and then we will pull that animal out of the feeding program. But we do not use subtherapeutic levels of antibiotics, and we treat them just as basically as what we would do as if we're going to eat that animal ourselves, consume that animal ourselves. We take our animals that are processed to individuals down to a local meat market, and I always go down there and inspect the carcasses prior to them being cut up, and we also have them dry aged for up to 2 weeks. We want the consumer to know that that animal has been raised in accordance to proper guidelines and recommendations, and that we would eat that same steak as they're going to eat.
Hey, stay tuned after the break and more of our tour on Tuttle Farms. We're going to talk with Steve and Diana Tuttle more about how they interact with the Kansas Farm Bureau and the National Ag Hall of Fame.
Buying a car shouldn't be this hard. And at Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego, it isn't. It's actually awesome. Whether you want a new or used car or truck, Toby's team can make the deal. Even if you want to custom order a new car or truck, Toby's team can make the deal. See Toby's team at Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego. We're awesome.
Tar Waters has what you need for all seasons for around the farm and home. Working, hunting, growing, feeding, snow removal, even fun for the kids. And a service department with experienced techs to help keep your equipment in top running condition. Tar Waters has a huge selection and the best prices. Tar Water Farm and Home, family owned and operated since 1978. They have what you need.
Welcome to the Topeka room of the Shawnee County Public Library. If there's anything I love better than researching and writing about history, it's sharing it with people. I've spoken to hundreds of groups throughout the nation on C-SPAN, on numerous documentaries, on different channels, and the sharing of your incredible history gives me so much pleasure, and I'd love to come and visit your group and share that with you. You can find me on Facebook. You can drop me an email, debbeisel@yahoo.com. You might even come in here to the library, and I'm sure they will always know where to find me.
In the last 3 years, we've changed some things in our AI protocol, one of which was the use of multi-min. We've seen a significant increase in our AI pregnancy rate. The cost of an embryo program is significant, and we feel that if we were able to even get one more pregnancy out of a cow, that would pay for the whole cost of the whole bottle of multi-min right there.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Tallgrass Commodities, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Welcome back to That's My Farm and our tour of Tuttle Farms outside of Basehor, Kansas. And in this segment, we're going to talk with Steve and Diana Tuttle about their involvement with Kansas Farm Bureau and the National Ag Hall of Fame. We'll talk about how being involved with Kansas Farm Bureau has brought them many activities and honors, including being named the Kansas Farm Bureau District 1 Farm Family of the Year. Not only have they been named Farm Family of the Year, but their opportunities with the Kansas Farm Bureau have allowed them to entertain people from Australia, Morocco, Germany, and many other countries.
Welcome back to Tuttle Farms. Donna and I have been active over the years in many organizations. We've been active in Kansas Farm Bureau. I have been the county president of Wyandotte County numerous years, vice president. I've been on the board. Diana's currently on the board of directors of Wyandotte County Farm Bureau. We've been Farm Family of the Year in 2006 and really enjoyed that honor to receive that from the Farm Bureau. We've been on numerous county presidents' trips to Washington, D.C. and national conventions with Farm Bureau. So we've really enjoyed our participation in Farm Bureau activities and getting to meet and know people from around the state. I have been past board member of the National Agriculture Hall of Fame here in Bonner Springs, Kansas, located near us. I've helped out with the Ag Hall a lot. Don and I have volunteered a lot to do work with them, and we really enjoy that. And through that, we've got to meet a lot of people from around the world with the Ag Hall. And Don and I have also hosted. We've had 9 exchange students over the years and from all over the world that lived with us for a year. And we've really thoroughly enjoyed that and enjoyed them teaching them about life on the farm here in Kansas. And I've hosted over the years numerous groups of people agriculturally based tours that people have been interested in seeing what it's like here in the central United States. We've had groups from Australia a few times. I've had farmers from Morocco, we've had people from Germany, Japan, so we've thoroughly enjoyed getting the message out to the people from around the world how we take care of the land, the animals, and just practice good methods of farming to present to them and tell them that we are trying and doing the best we can do with what we have and the knowledge that we have gained to produce the most abundant, safe food supply that the world has ever known. We have enjoyed teaching people from all different walks of life how we have, all farmers, try to raise and we do our best as far as raising a good, safe food supply. We're not trying to feed people things that we wouldn't eat ourselves. So we've done this. We've even started the last couple of years. We've worked with a preschool, a local preschool, to teach the little kids. You know, here's what life on the farm's like. You know, here's the animals. We take care of the animals. We treat them well, and we respect everything that we can do for the animals. So through that, we have gained a good working relationship with the local community here, since we are kind of in an urban area here, to help educate and start people from when they're young and working there as they grow up through school to teach them that we are trying our best and we thoroughly enjoy giving everybody a great, safe, abundant food supply.
Thanks for joining us today on That's My Farm, and I hope you enjoyed the tour of Tuttle Farms. I'd like to thank Steve and Diana Tuttle for their great hospitality and opening up their doors and allowing us to come on in and take a tour. If you want to see this episode or other episodes of That's My Farm, you can find us on the web at www.agaminkansas.com. You've been watching That's My Farm. I'm Dr. Dan Thompson. I'll see you down the road.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.